What an exciting day.
Applause you've had in years.
Yes, well, you brought the crowd for me, Haiku. Thank you very much. That was a great debate, by the way. A great debate you just had there. And I would just say on that debate, the answer is straight there. The migrant crisis was created by the government and the World Economic Forum, deliberately bringing people here to create this conflict and divert us from other things.
Before we start, resist!
Defy! Do not comply!
Piers Corbyn.
Okay, I've only got 6 things to talk about today.
Can you keep quiet in this? Shut up.
We're going to talk about the new party, controlled opposition, digital ID and the new pandemic exercise against us all. And a friend of mine who died recently, a year ago. Okay. What a beautiful day, almost. No, it has been raining, it's got colder, exactly as we said in Weather Action long-range forecasters. And if you haven't bought a forecast, you should. I know you never do, because you wait for me to tell you. But please, go on weatheraction.com and buy. We've got some very exciting weather happening in August. Very exciting. And I'm not going to tell you what this time. Now, first thing to talk about, the new party. What is going on? Yes. Now, I welcome... Oh, it's called Your Party, yes. I welcome my brother's initiative and the others around him. And I think people should join the mailing list. Join in, yes I have. I put my name down. Now, of course I said all along that this party will never work unless they also oppose vax as here and oppose digital ID and oppose the man-made climate change lie. However, it's open now what's going on there. Basically all they're saying for definite is they're against the mega rich and mega corporations. We agree with that. And my brothers also said that it might be a kind of federalist structure. Well, we agree with that as well, because then we should join, go in there, have a great debate with all the Extinction Rebellion nutters, whatever, and where there's disagreement you can have a localist difference through a federal structure. So we should join the new party. Thank you.
Well, you stand as MP
now, what about other parties around? We've seen a sprouting of all sorts of parties, movements now, because the World Economic Forum have a plan to confuse. And beware of controlled opposition. It's crystal clear there will be more controlled opposition around, getting more active. And here we have a nice little expose map of Together. You might be able to see all that, but look, the Together operation originates decades ago, mainly through this Claire Fox, now Baroness Claire Fox. Look, no one gets in the House of Lords unless they've organised a mass killing, a war, or done something very dodgy. Claire Fox, centred of this, they were the igniters of discussion and the fourth industrial revolution a decade ago. The fourth industrial revolution is the product of the World Economic Forum. It's about all of this digital ID. It's about control, control, control.
Right.
And they are the people behind the Together operation. Well, we're against it. So Tommy Todd, this upstart that's suddenly prancing around opposing the rights of trans people to be trans or whatever, you know, but it's all a distraction to prevent us dealing with the main thing.
Right.
We know what the Together operation do. They'll enter a campaign and screw it up. They'll put forward half measures and avoid the key issues. Like they'll never talk about the fact that the greenhouse theory is fake physics. They will talk about, oh, it's going too far when we're doing ULEZ or something. No, we've got to break the climate con. We don't say no farmers, no food. We say yes farmers, yes food, break the climate con. Because it's Bill Gates who says no farmers, no food, eat bugs, eat cockroaches, eat Nigel Farage. So all of these things are linked together and in together. So beware them, oppose them, absolutely, and fight for united action on real demands which can help us win. All of this is available on our websites. Go to my Twitter, X at Piers_Corbyn. This is the second posting down there. It's got this in and a full explanation on all of it. Very important stuff to get to the roots of Together. They are dangerous, controlled opposition and must be broken. Thank you on that. All right. Now, no, declare Fox citizen. Okay, digital ID, we mentioned that a bit. The important thing to understand now is every crisis around is being used to promote digital ID and control. So you won't be able to go on the internet without your ID, your Brit card, digital thing. That's what they want. And if they impose that, all other campaigns become irrelevant because you won't be able to do anything without your digi ID.
They've done that with the porn thing on Friday, supposedly to protect children.
Yes, it's to protect children. Yes.
Appalling. It's just such a
introduced for the so-called migrant crisis. Well, it is a crisis if people feel it's a crisis. Of course it is. They created it. Digital ID is the answer. And who's promoting it? Nigel Farage. Who's he funded by? This Zionist operation of the WEF. All of those groups, I told you, are funded by Zionism. It's Zionism to promote division and get people to accept genocide in Gaza. There's many other aspects going into digital ID. One of them, of course, is all the talk about the sky this and sky that. Dimming the sun, you see. I'm sure the government will say, well, they can't dim the sun, but they'll say we won't do it as long as you have got carbon footprinting on your body. That's what they'll do, and that will be part of the Brit card. They're all pointing towards Digi ID, and we've got to oppose wherever it happens. And of course, vaccine has been used for digital ID as well. Vaxxed or not vaxxed. And now, on that, to understand, very important behind me, I'll get out of the way to read that. A new report from the Japanese government of all the deaths over a number of years. 21 million people involved in this survey. This is the graph of increase of deaths of people who've been vaccinated. This is the graph of those who were not jabbed. Well, you see the difference. The vax kills. That is a fact, an absolute fact. So no vaxes. Axe the vax. Axe the vax. Axe the vax. Axe the vax.
Stop the digital ID.
Yeah. And stop digital ID.
I was saying you come the song on your channel.
Yes, come and listen to the song.
On the channel, on your channel.
On the channel.
On your channel.
On your channel, we can find the song. Yes.
Your channel.
On my channel. Right. Building up from this, of course, they want a pandemic exercise in the autumn. The government have said it's going to be called Pegasus. It's a pandemic preparedness exercise in case of a new virus. Well, they're going to make up a new virus. We know the story of COVID was created to bring in the jab, not the jab brought in to fight COVID. They want to do the same again in the autumn. What are we going to do when they announce anything? We're going to Take to the streets! Take to the streets! Take to the streets! We've got to eke out everything they're doing. We went to the Institute of the Crick Institute a few days ago to tell them you should not participate in this World Health Organization treaty and impositions, and they wouldn't even open the door to us. They've got something to hide in there.
Yes.
Okay.
They're controlled.
So that is the key thing I want to say. But just before we end, and this is relevant because on October the 15th this year, it's a Wednesday, is the 50th anniversary of October the 15th, 1975, also a Wednesday when we defeated the GLC on the barricades, and which is why I live in the council house now. So, we want to have a rally that day, which might be convenient in that we can link it to the pandemic exercise. Who knows? But I just want to mention I got this book from Thailand today.
Oh, what, you went to Thailand?
No, a friend of mine died a year ago, but he was a key operator with me 1972 to 1974 in Elgin Avenue, where we built the barricades and beat the GLC. And I just want to say that fantastic book about his life, an amazing guy, and you know, it'd be suitable memory of him for us to have a rally on the October the 15th this year against all the WHO and all the pandemic treaty. Okay, well I think I'll finish there with the usual slogan for everyone in the world: resist, defy, do not comply.
Piers Corbyn, everybody! Piers Corbyn! There's only one Piers Corbyn. Only one Piers Corbyn.
That is true.
Any questions?
All right. Any questions?
Yeah, so I've got a question about the trial in Belgium. Are you up to date with that? Where Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, they've arrested, and this is through the proper legal system. They've arrested. I haven't heard the latest, but a week ago they arrested the lead prosecutor and detained him under terrorist laws without trial. And he's just not access to his family or anything. I don't know if anything's happened in the last few days, but they just basically moved in and hijacked, and it's just staggering. So you don't know
the deep state is in crisis. Yeah. I mean, the fact that some government even agrees this prosecution is incredible, right? But you know, there will be fight backs from the other side within the deep state. But it's interesting, there is a crisis going on in the deep state. If we carry on resistance, we can win!
Yes.
Stop the digital ID!
Yes, stop the digital ID! Stop digital ID!
And take down the
Not
BBC!
for me.
Take down the BBC!
Take down the BBC! Take down the BBC!
And if the TV license ban comes, tell them to fuck off!
And join the new party. Any more questions? Yes, sir.
About the BBC. Talking about this digital ID, in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 13, it talks about the mark of the beast, and if you don't get the mark of the beast, you can't buy or sell. So we know that this country is moving into cashless society, this country here, and the world's moving into cashless. So what is the relationship cashless society? Yeah. And what is the relationship? Can I finish? Can I finish the question? What is the relationship between digital ID, cashless society, and the mark of the beast?
Mark of the beast.
It's the playbook. Yeah. It's the playbook. They're using Revelations as the playbook.
They want to get rid of cash to control you through a digital system.
You don't read the Bible.
They want digital, central bank digital currency, which is adjustable and controllable. So they'll know that your carbon footprint is too high and it's going to stop you buying a bag of crisps. Or getting on the tube. Okay.
I just want to say, yeah, I mean, I don't believe in the religious stuff, but they clearly do. It's being used as a playbook. The Revelation's being used as a playbook for the way that they're operating. Yeah. So.
An act of
terrorism, even not just supporting an organisation, but even making a statement is an act of terrorism.
Yeah.
This is doublespeak. This is what Orwell called doublespeak.
Well, I'm
This is
prepared to
tyranny.
say
Absolutely.
I support the right of Palestine Action to organise independently, and it is insane to call them a terrorist group. If I get arrested for that, fine. But let's be clear, we have to defend the right of every group to speak and organise. So we better end on that. Resist, defy, do not comply.
Piers Corbyn!
Thank you.